Hello, hello. I hope you guys are having a great October so far. I am back after after a bit of a hiatus, but I'm here again because it would be a darn shame to miss out on spooky season. So this year I decided to participate in a little art prompt first started by Subjectively on YouTube. I got into their content not too long ago, and it's really good and really inspiring. If you like character design, art challenges, or simply just watching people make art, I highly recommend. I'll have links to their channel wherever links can be found. But every year, they do an art challenge where they take a pre-existing Pokemon and redesign it to make it Halloween or autumn themed. It's a really neat and creative idea, and I thought I'd give it a try. So if you like what you see, feel free to leave a like and a comment, and subscribe if you want to see more. Also, this is the first time I've ever done a fully voice-overed video, and if you guys end up liking this format, then I may end up doing it more. Also, just in case you guys are curious about the software I'm using, I draw in Clip Studio Paint EX with a Wacom Intuos Pro drawing tablet. And I recorded everything using QuickTime screen capture. So with that all out of the way, let's get started on the designs! So for my first Hallowed Pokemon design, I decided to go with a Pokemon that honestly ended up being the least hallowed of the designs, but forgive me because I could not pass up the opportunity to draw a sweets-themed Pokemon. I based this form of Alcremie after the thing that has been destroying the jaws of both caramel lovers and pretentious healthy eaters for decades, the humble caramel apple. And add on an extra drizzle of caramel and sprinkle on some candy corn and you have quite a sweet-looking Pokemon that, unfortunately, you probably shouldn't eat. In most of Subjectively's designs, the Pokemon that are hollowed often gain the ghost type. I had thought of that, but it honestly seemed a bit out of place considering there's like 70 Alcremie flavors, and none of them have a type change. So I thought of this Pokemon as a fun little Halloween surprise. Maybe if it were real, it would be an event-exclusive form, like the Pokeball pattern Vivian from X and Y. Nothing about it is too far from its normal counterpart, but the fun and festive flavor make it more unique and rare to obtain. And here is Hallowed Alcremie. I'll also have all the high-res images of my designs in this video posted to my Tumblr, which I'll link below. Here is the dex entry. The cream that makes up its body is a sweet and sticky caramel substance that gives off a delicious aroma. When threatened, its body hardens and becomes like a tough shell. This form of Alcremie is the rarest of all, as it requires the aura of a hallowed moon to aid in its evolution. For my next design, I wanted to make a Pokemon that was based on a will-o'-the-wisp, which, for those unaware, is a legend of floating light spirits that live in the woods and lure people away. In real life, they ended up actually being bioluminescent mushrooms, but whatever, I guess. Anyways, my original plan was to make a new ghost-type evolution, using this as my inspiration. But when I think of a will-o'-the-wisp, I think of fire. It didn't make sense, considering there is already a fire-type evolution. So instead of making a whole new design, I just went ahead and redesigned Flareon instead. And I gotta be honest, I really like how this one turned out. I took a lot of inspiration from the Litwick line, which are one of the very few ghost fire-type Pokemon we have. I love the color of its flames and how well the black and white accents complement it, especially when it evolves into Chandelure. I messed around with the design and colors and made an initial prototype design to take elements that I liked from it. It took a bit of fumbling around to get the colors right, as I accidentally took too many colors from Chandelure, and it was beginning to look like a Flareon and Chandelure fusion, which sounded cool, but it wasn't what I wanted. I changed the purple flames to be more blue, and made the white the accent color to the black body. It still somewhat resembles Chandelure in the end, but I think I tweaked the color balance enough so that it's not too big of an issue. Here is Hallowed Flareon. It is now a ghost fire type instead of pure fire, and I also made it more sided to special attack rather than attack. Here is its dex entry. Stories tell of a mysterious breed of Flareon that, upon being exposed to the light of the hallowed moon, become filled with a mysterious power and begin to glow in bright hues of blue and purple. The ones spotted in the wild are few and remain disputed, but are believed to have guided lost travelers through dark forests many, many years ago. I also couldn't decide on an evolution method for Eevee in this case, so if you guys have any ideas, feel free to let me know down below. My last design is one of a Pokemon that is already a ghost type, but is far from the creepier kind. Drifblim is actually very friend-shaped, and I love him, especially after using one not too long ago to get through doubles on the battle subway. So, yeah, I kind of have a newfound respect for this rotund pal. I messed around with a few designs and decided I really liked the look of just a giant pumpkin balloon with a creepy face and long clawed hands. I also loosely based it off of a lantern. No, not that lantern, though a hollowed lantern would be very interesting to see. Anyways, in my initial design, I gave Drifblim a tree on its head, and I really don't remember the thought process behind it because it looks so out of place, and I'm glad I changed it. I think I was thinking like it would hide among the trees and use the one on its head to camouflage, but then there's this big body underneath it, and yeah, I scrapped it, so don't worry. I gave it back its lovely white cloud hair, and added a bit more detail to the bottom where the peoples would sit if Drifblim wasn't only a little under 4 feet tall. And here's Hallowed Drifblim. It is a Ghost Dark type now, which, if you're playing this pre-Gen 6, is a very OP type combo to have. Here is its dex entry. They can be seen drifting over foggy marshes and forests, using their extendable arms to reach down and grab their prey from above. It is said that the fumes that it releases from its base are composed of soul energy. They use these fumes to propel themselves better, though they still seem to be swept away by every passing breeze. And there we have 3 new Hallowed Pokémon forms. Let me know down below which one is your favorite, and don't forget to check out Subjectively's Hallowed Pokémon series. They've got lots of designs, and I'm sure you'll enjoy too. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and have a very fun and safe October. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.